Alright, we are live. And hello, and welcome back to everyone. Ooh, just gonna make sure I can see the chat real quick. Alright. Going back live with Pyre. This is episode 4 of my Pyre playthrough. Last time I met Sandalwood, the mysterious tree man. And he seems mysterious and suspicious and foreboding. But we're going even further north now in our journey to regain our freedom, even though I personally think we're pretty free right now. We're free in a land that wants to kill us. So let's see. Let's continue our journey. The path to freedom beckons you to press on. I've heard I'm at the point of the game where it starts to pick up speed a lot more, and we start playing a lot more like actual basketball matches. Alright, it's not really basketball. It's fantasy basketball mixed with like ultimate frisbee. At dawn, Wulfrid is already up. He reveals to you a pathway through the woods, into the cold lands to the north, beyond which lies your next destination. Up to the Sclorian shore, you have not yet been to this region of the downside. Seems like the one path forward. Let's see what we got going. God, the art in this game is never not great. Those cliff sides, it's got a very Steven Universe feel, actually, the environment designs. And the color choices too, I think are great. You get clear of the woods at least, and arrive in lands grown cold in the shadow of Mount Elodiel. You will have to make it all the way back to the top. In a moment of respite, Wulfrid calls everyone together to discuss matters pertaining to the rites and the plan to which he alluded. You banded together with a common faith that freedom from the downside is not possible. Am I correct? But let me ask you something. What does freedom even mean to you? Okay, this is kind of what I'm getting at, yeah. He looks in your direction as he asks, defying you to answer. You cannot sense his own thoughts on the subject, and only know the truth of how you feel. That's what I'm saying. I think we are free right now, and the fact that the Commonwealth has outlawed reading, and that's the reason that I'm like cast out from society, is because I have the ability to be capable of knowledge, makes the Commonwealth seem like a worse place to be than out here. Even though out here is trying to kill you, you're at least free to like pursue knowledge and find love like Hedwyn did. I'm interested to see everybody else's reasons why they got cast out, because I think a big theme is the Commonwealth is not so great. What does freedom mean to you? Doing what you want, achieving inner peace, having no master, going where you please, to feel true love, living without fear, or nothing at all. I think freedom, to me, you can achieve inner peace without being free, I think. That's a weird philosophical discussion to have about like if you could achieve inner peace in like a prison, and I'm not saying that that's the best place to do it, but I'm saying you probably could. Freedom can mean doing what you want, but I think more than anything, it actually means having no master. Other than like the master of society's rules and like what we all agree upon as like a collective. Oh man, it's tough. You tell I have a complicated opinion on freedom. You tell Wulfrid that freedom means not having to answer to anyone and going through life beholden only to one's own will. He considers your remark for a short while. He is not going to like it because we're doing the whole thing that's prescribed by the 8 scribes, so we're not free right now. Perhaps you led a troubled childhood, my kin. For all of us at one time or another have to answer to someone with more wisdom in the world than we. Though you make reference to the kind of authority which governs the commonwealth we know, which sent us down the river into exile. Would you be free if you were ruled beneath those bylaws once again? Volfred is getting out what I want. Now, let me tell you all what freedom means to me. Freedom means to live without fear. I should have chose that one. To be able to indulge in one's curiosities and passions, at least the ones that cause no harm to others, without the constant threat of judgment and reprisal. Okay, I agree. I agree with Volfred. Freedom means not being made a criminal for what you know, or whom you love, or what you choose to think or not think. He looks onwards towards the distant mountains. Within the next few days, your time in exile could come to an end. You could see the Commonwealth once more, and you would be exalted there, given the highest honor, the opposite of how you got here. But you would not be truly free, I think. At least, you would become complicit to an ancient system that would deign to cast down others, such as you. It is a system whose well-intentioned founding principles have long been lost, and the 8 scribes, if they are still out there, have made quite clear that they shall not intervene firsthand. That is where you come in. He turns to you and everyone again, looking to each of you. Long have I wished to gather such a group, that together you might see that seeking freedom only for yourselves is too modest of a goal. You share a higher calling now. The plan then is this. We free each other from the downsides through the rights. Then we meet up on the other side. We organize. Each new moon at dusk, we join together the spiral sanctum. We need as many of us out there as possible. My agents on the other side shall explain the rest. You're planning a revolt. Just so. I am asking a lot. You do have other options. Deceit, however, is not one of them. The reader and myself, you know by now that we can see through it. But you need not be a part of this, nor is it my interest to coerce you. You may go on your own way if you wish, living out the remaining days here like so many others. So, if anyone among you prefers that, if you cannot see yourself continuing to strive together in the Commonwealth, as you are doing here, then speak now. Volfred pauses for a time, examining each member of the group. No one stirs. Very good. Some of you consider yourselves friends, some others not. But all of you are bound together through the rights and are integral to our plan. Remember that. You seek true freedom? You will not find it waiting for you in the Commonwealth. But together, you can bring it about, both for yourselves and others. That is my promise. I am so into this. Okay, Volfred, at first I thought maybe you were like interested in subverting me as the reader, but now I'm 100% on with your like ultimate freedom plan, trying to liberate others. That is what I'm about. That's it. I ask you all to think on this, and let's reconvene along our journey to the summit. Wilfred walks towards the mountains, leaving you to consider what he said and plot the wagon's northward path. Well, we gotta go to Myrrh Pass. Okay, you said you're leaving me to plan it, but it's the only way. It's nice of you to give me some sense of authority, but we can all see through it. I mean, really. Beyond lies Mount Alodil. I suggest we make camp here at the base of the mountain, for we shall need our spirits and our strength to make the ascent. The Beyonder crystal seeks Fae. Time to do a Fae trial. Ooh, this vibrates my controller very hard. My lovely reader comes to me again. To what do I owe the pleasure? Let's do a scribe trial. Certainly, I gotta find her voice. Certainly, my reader. You need but indicate who is to be my subject for this round. The only one who can, I would say, probably. You ask Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Fae. I must admit, I do sense something from that one. I once had a wild heart myself, quite like her own. We shall see if there is more to her than that. Let us bring her forth. Soon Fae arrives in heed of the summons. The scribes! I think that if I listen carefully, that I can hear them calling out to me? Everything with Fae is a question, including what she is. So-called savages such as Fae are similar to nomads such as Hedwyn in the rites. Oh, okay, that's good to know. She's a savage, technically? Not sure I agree with it, but, you know. Oh, look, they got the same mask. The apparition Sandra appears and unfastens her mask. Listen well, girl. The place where you reside at present has but a single rule, which is you answer to me here. Wow, okay, I will. Such naive enthusiasm. Now, be silent. It is plain to me that you have much to learn yet about the rites, but you have learned something, and I would see you prove it without the benefit of anyone, save for your reader. Okay. Are you gonna help me with this, Rita? Sure am, Faye. Listen, you're just good at killing me, so let's make sure we do some good killing. There we go. Killed all three. Oh, back around. And dunk. Faye is very good at shooting. There we go. Another all three. Oh, her jump is really good too. I need to remember that. Oh, got smashed. Oh no, oh no. Oh boy. Okay. I can do some improvement there. Sometimes you just need to shoot fools though. Faye is good at that. Okay, how did I do? How did I do? I must admit, you did better than I'd expected, girl. You have passed this trial of yours. Some congratulations are in order to you, and also to your lovely reader. Now farewell. I feel like Sandra's kind of constantly trying to flirt with me, but maybe that's just her being polite. People don't often call me lovely, is what I'm saying. Oh. What's next? Did I imagine all that, Rita? Because I hope I didn't. Wow, what is that you got there? Oh, I got a new amulet for her. It can bounce off of objects and solid surfaces. That is a super good rank 20 legendary talisman. That's an extremely good talisman. Oh, somebody else wants to talk. Huh. Hey there, Sandalwood. There you are, my kin. Is he just calling me like brother, or is he like, am I a Sandalwood too? There is something which I wanted to discuss with you in private. Okay, well, it's a small wagon, so probably not gonna. What? You do know what it means to be a reader? Those such as we We are not limited to reading pages from a book. We can read minds, or at least emotions. Though your ability in this I sense is nascent still, mere flashes, uncontrollable. Oh, I see as well now that they haven't told you yet. Your friends. And that explains a lot. They haven't told you readers such as you cannot go free. What? I had wondered why you would insist on pressing onward with this group in light of this. The answer, then, was plain. You simply did not know or fully realize. No, they straight up lied to me. They did not deceive you, by the way. Oh, okay. There is no reason they would know themselves, other than Tariq, who shall not influence your thinking in such matters. Rather, I had expected, when at first we met, that you already knew the truth of this from having read the passage in the Book of Rites, which states it plain. Only those who shall conduct the rites firsthand shall walk the path toward enlightenment and become eligible to regain their freedom. Oh man, that is a bummer. So I don't get to be free. Then he speaks to you as normal. It is plain that you are not in adequate condition to conduct the rites, and this group values you as reader. I wish only to ensure that you understand what you are getting into here. Well, what else am I gonna do? I have to stay banished no matter what. It's not like leaving is going to help that. Despite whatever hopes and dreams and promises might have been shared, I do not think the rites can help you to return, if that is what you had in mind. So, once again, I invite you to depart, and I will see to it that you are compensated. Do not misunderstand. If it is your wish to remain, then you are welcome. But this journey we are on, it has no guarantees. Not for you, nor any one of us. Do you understand? I mean, just, yeah, I don't care. Just real angsty about it. There's an option where you can just be silent to him the entire time, and that seems really messed up. Don't just be completely quiet in a conversation that somebody is having only with you. You understand the words of warning, yet, just the same, you choose to carry on. There is more that you wish to achieve on this journey than freedom for yourself. I admire that, my kin. Then, very well. Know that we have much at stake here in this anyway. Much more than just a shot at going back into that commonwealth, which cast us down here to begin with. It sounds like you intend to stick around. Then, we'll have lots more time to chat as we ascend the sacred mountain in the coming days. Until then, he strides out of the wagon, then leaving you with your thoughts. Oh, Jody's throw rug. That's nice. It really brings the room together. Let's discuss the plan. I thought we already talked about it. Earlier, Volfred called a group meeting, presumably to reveal his plan in more detail. Instead, he reveals some bad news. What I'm saying, my boy, is that while you can indeed get yourself out of here, it can't be all of you at once. We earn our way back, one by one, or not at all. But I swore that we'd go free, together. We may go free together yet, but it's going to take time, and this is only the first phase. You, Hedwyn, and the others exchange glances. Let me make this plainer for you still. Here is how the coming days are going to unfold. First, we are going to ascend Mount Oliadil. There to the north. You may not think this wagon's fit for it, though rest assured it has made the journey many times. Next, we will go through Scribes Gate. Only the worthy pass through here or there, as your reader could attest, if they did not merely skim that chapter of the book. Afterwards, we will reach the Fall of Solium and meet our adversaries in the rites. They are to be the Tempers, led by the demon Ignarius. You shall know him when you see him. Probably because of the horns. Both of you and they shall choose someone from your respective ranks. Then, once one of the triumvirates prevail, their somebody will be whisked home to the Commonwealth. Whisked home to the Commonwealth? Precisely. Once returned, our somebody is taken in and clothed and fully pardoned. The Commonwealth knows about all this? The same Commonwealth that says a sentence into exile is forever and freedom from the downside is impossible? Many of the details the scribes themselves wish to be kept secret. Former exiles and the leaders of the Commonwealth alike have good incentive to protect those secrets as well. So, then that's it? We climb the mountain, someone goes back, and everyone else stays? For most of the participating in the rites, yes, that's it. But I like your connotation, and indeed for us that isn't it at all. If one of us returns, it shall be just a step along our path. However, let us sit that for now. Gather your strength. We'll talk again on our way up. Wolfred leaves the rest to consider what he said. So I have to give someone up to go on to the other side? You have time now for your vocations. At dawn, you shall begin your ascent of Mount Oleadil. Alright, I think I'm gonna do the mentorship. Let's see, who's closest? Who can I get? Who's going to ascend? Maybe Ruki will ascend. He's pretty close. I could get him to the next level for the next thing. I can't even see how close she is, actually. Let's see. If she and Jody won't work together, then it might be smart to send one of them back, because I can't use both of them at the same time. Ooh, I don't know. I think I'm gonna mentor Faye. She's gonna stick with me. You would teach me more about the rites? Faye gains a somewhat stronger grasp on how to better pass the celestial orb through strength of will and trust in one's triumvirate than through dexterity alone. She nods in understanding. Oh, so close to getting the next level. The orb is from the stars, I think? Or maybe even is one? Alright, let's continue the journey. Up to Mount Oleadil. So we have to send one person back into the Commonwealth. Right now I'm thinking Hedwyn, because I never really use him. He's a nice guy. He deserves to be back, but also he won't be truly free. Oh, it's difficult. It's a difficult choice. Here before you lies Mount Oleadil, stretching far beyond your line of sight. Somewhere upon this mountain lies the only place from which you can escape the downside. Your companions gather around again before Wolfred, who stands tall as ever. Whether from the cold air or the subject now at hand, you sense a tension in the air. Now then, you all have many questions, no? I've done a lot of talking. So go on, ask away. But there is only silence. One question stands out in your mind, which you refrained from asking yet. If only one of us one of you is to go free at first, then who shall it be? Sorry about that. Choked on my own spit. Go on now. Don't be shy. Who's first? Questions. Why us? Why you indeed, madame. That I can't explain. You've seen the sort you stand against as adversaries in the rights. What is it that they want, do you suppose? They want their freedom back, of course. They'll settle for it on the Commonwealth's own terms. They'll gain their freedom and some cushy new responsibilities. Perhaps they'll have a hand in sending still more exiles here to join us. Think on it. The Commonwealth rose from the ashes of a fallen empire thanks to the efforts of the first exiles who escaped this place via the rights. It is the Commonwealth's first and proudest tradition to honor those who live to redeem their transgressions. They have a certain wisdom, do they not? But as for you, I've been looking for a certain set of dispositions for a good length of time. All I needed was for somebody appropriate to show up and to listen. So, I planted many little eyes and ears throughout this land, whispering hints of this, absurd as it may sound, took someone with a certain faith and creativity to go for it. That someone proved to be Headwind over there. He was tasked with seeking 2 trustworthy allies, and an old buried rat wagon, and a reader. He was invited to bring others for the ride, all different sorts, gather enough help, and he and his friends could be free. Long story, but you know much of the rest. So then, why you? Because I've reason to believe you're not the sort to play right back into the Commonwealth's old hand. The rights, as you have seen, are quite exclusive. You are imposters in this little party. You could be the ones to break it up. Now then, more questions. Your head is beginning to spin. You can excuse yourself or keep listening. Oh. Should probably heed every word. Wolfred's explanations are a lot to take in, though you feel compelled to absorb as much of what he is willing to tell you at this point. He prompts for further questions when Jodriel raises her voice again. Hold on, you'd mistook my meaning. Understand your plan. Still, I wish to know why us. Why are we, among all others, chosen for this liberation rite? Ah, I see. Well, but that is simple, really, madame. You are chosen. You are qualified, I should say. Because, as the expression goes, 'tis what the scribes ordain. Though, in this case, the expression is quite literally true. When the eight created the rites, each one of them anointed certain other exiles to participate on their behalf. Exiles who showed some promise of redemption. The triumvirates they formed have stood the test of time, replenishing their numbers as their individuals moved on or passed on. You've met them as they are today, the accusers, the withdrawn, and so on. The 8 scribes also formed a special group, against which all others would be judged. That group they call the Nightwings. You bear their books, wear their masks and raiments. You need but show up to the rites. You see, the others erstwhile jockey for position for a chance to take you on. Yeah, well, what if we don't? What if we don't show up? Then you would deny yourselves a chance at freedom, and deny it also to your adversaries. Victory means nothing in a common right, then. Participation is all that matters. Not so, madame. Only the enlightened may regain their freedom. While failure can be an excellent teacher, the scribes do favor the victor. So then you see those who do not conduct the rites or do not prevail in them sufficiently, they might find themselves barred from the liberation rites. But these are the technicalities. Oh, so if they're not even like a certain high enough level, they won't even be considered? Oh, so I have to give up my best players. That's rough. The Nightwings disbanded years ago. Since then, no one has gone free. Yet still the other triumvirates pressed on, with fleeting hope that one day you'd be back. It's been one heavy price to pay in all this. Now, if you'll excuse me, we'll talk again some other time. Some murmur to themselves about all this as Wulfred takes his leave. Others reconnoiter pathways leading up the mountain and present you with some options. Let's take a look. Oh, boy, those are both sound bad. Emperor's Ascent sounds good, and then Emperor's Fall sounds very bad. But I do want long lost valuables. I've been going valuables all time. And I didn't realize those blessings were permanent. I thought they were just for each match, but no, they totally stick. Oh boy. I'm gonna do one more for money. 1 for the money, 2 for the fame. 3 so everyone will remember the name of the Nightwings. You join Pamitha on her brief expedition to find anything of value dropped by those who have tried to scale the mountain but did not succeed. Wait, I shall be joining you. What? Now I get 2 chaperones? But sure, I'm game, whatever you wingless are into. Be silent, little bird, and fetch those trinkets and be done. My, so full of bitterness. You really ought to make the most of these last precious moments that we share. And you ought not to mince your words. Oh, please. We all know that you're going to be the first one out of here. So why not quit your constant frowning for a change? I, the first one out of here? Of course. It's plain the others pity you. You've been here longer than the rest of us by far. Besides maybe that Wulfred, though he seems plenty happy here, making his speeches. How dare you? How dare you presume? Nothing is decided as of yet. Oh, no doubt, no doubt. Though, if by some coincidence you do end up selected for the honor, I just want you to know something. I truly, from the bottom of my heart, do hope that we shall prevail on your behalf. Because that way, you shall be free, of me at least. And I in turn shan't have to suffer any longer your hideous attitude toward me and everything. Jodi's eyes burn with fury, but then she calms herself. Fury, not furry. She kinda is. I shall see you at the wagon, reader. Well, moving on. There's something sparkling down there. Be right back. Yeah, it should be either her or Jodi who leave, and I think it would be Jodi? I don't know. I do like the demons, though. Pamitha soon returns with something that lay long forgotten in the rocks below. Star Splinter. When preparing to fling the orb, the bear's charge-up speed increases. Ooh, that's pretty good. But it doesn't sell for much. Oh, we still got 2 more ways. Aw, Hedwyn just wants to see the way there. Or Sir Gilman. Who do I treat to a beautiful view? I took the bottom one this time. I think I'm gonna take the high road this time. Hedwyn deserves it, frankly, because he might be the one who goes. I don't think Sir Gilman is experienced enough yet. You and Hedwyn walk in silence for some time as he conducts a customary survey of the area. Well, my friend, no signs of howlers, as Jodi would say. No sign of anything at all. You sense something troubling him. Oh, it's just, I've been giving lots of thoughts to everything that Wulfrid's told us. In another couple days, one of us may be gone all of a sudden. Or, I don't mean to put it that way. One of us could go free. We earn our freedom back one by one, as he said. I want you to know something. The others and I, we talked it over, and when the time comes, we want you to decide. Decides who gets to go, if anyone. This might be all part of Wulfrid's plan, but we got here thanks to you, and even though I'm worrying right now about us splitting up, I guess if Wulfrid has his way, all of us will meet up on the other side. And won't that be a day? Worst case, we keep failing in the rites and be stuck down here together, just like this. The two of you walk in silence for some time. When at last you return to the wagon, Hedwyn turns to you again. Thanks for the company. I think I'm better now. Hedwyn feels more prepared for the next rite. I mean, that's nice. Oh, he actually is more prepared. I forgot that he's a healer. I should use him more. You and your companions gather at the Scribes Gate, where the single narrow trail to the summit narrows even more and falls under an archway carved of stone. Come along now, everyone, and be prepared to speak your mind when you are called. Frankly, most of you still lack enlightenment, but we may pass together, much how we act as with a single heart and mind during the rites. Well then, lead onward, Tariq.
Secretaves.
Please, follow me. Removing his hat, the lone minstrel approaches the gate. You and all the others follow. When the last of your companions near the arch, you notice someone standing high above, who then appears before you. She eyes the lone minstrel first. Is that you, Tariq? It is. Greetings, Celeste. And how was your rest? Too long, Celeste. It seems you work is piled up in the meantime. You bring this many to the gate? Ah. Then, let us make this quick. She gestures towards the rest of you. Now, each of you in turn, state who you are and what you seek while crossing Scribes Gate. Do as she says, please, without questioning. Oh, it's just like that part of Monty Python and the Holy Grail where if you question once, you die. Your fellows exiles exchange glances, but quickly comply. I'll start. They call me Hedwyn the Deserter. I've come here searching freedom for myself and my companions. In my case, so I can return to be with the one whom I love. The woman bids him forward. The lone minstrel prompts Ruki to speak up next. Hey, I am regarded by the name Ruki Greentail. I just want to get out of here, I guess. With my chums, preferably. Go see Mama back home. I am Captain Jodriel. I do not truly know, as yet, what I am seeking here. Oh, my name is Faye, and I'm here, I think, because the scribes have called to me. It must be them, because if not, then who? Greek. Oh, wants to live up to the Nightwing's legacy and maybe see the Commonwealth someday. So cute, Kizo. Sir Gilman of the Sea Dominion, at your service. This knight is on a quest to find his honor. He lost it at a certain point. Mammoth Thane, only here because my sister's here. And then Wulfrid steps forward. The one called Celeste raises her voice. You, I recognize you from the Nightwings of the past. You are not clad in the raiments any longer. I would know why? I had my chance already. The Nightwings that stand before you, I travel with them as a pilgrim now. I see. Then, stay while you are here, as have the others. My name is Wilfred Sandalwood. I seek liberty for each of us, so that one day we all might stand shoulder to shoulder on the other side, and bring our freedom to the people there. She waves him by. Then she turns to you, and there is no one left to go. I am just a crippled scholar. I am just an old farmhand. I am just a war orphan. I do not know who I am. I am a crippled scholar. That much is true. You have always sought to understand the world around you. The knowledge proved dangerous in the Commonwealth, but now it has brought you to this point. The one called Celeste continues to examine you, expecting you to add to your response. I want true freedom. I want to help my friends. I want revenge. I want to see what happens next. I don't think true freedom is going back to the Commonwealth. I think true freedom is bringing people there. I do want to help my friends and to see what happens. But I think out of these, true freedom or friends. I don't really want to live out my days in the Commonwealth. I want to help my friends. The companions you have met here, who have helped you to survive and to find kinship in the downside. Your priority is to ensure that they achieve their goals. That is all you wish, for now. The woman regards you for a time, then nods once, and waves all of you by. The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome here. Go forth with glory. And Tariq, I, Celeste, be on your way as well. The lone minstrel bows his head and puts his hat back. He does not look back at her. Up we go! Through the Scribes Gate. And to have a match with someone? From the top of Mount Oladil, you can see the distant downside before you. You think on the many thousand leagues you cross to reach this point as the sky grows dim. One last slug market, one last page. I mean, probably more than those, but you know. Jody. Let's see what the page has got to say. I am a reader after all. The Impaub and I, we helped to save my emperor, and when the danger did subside, my emperor Solium Myrrh, he said something to me, which shook me to the essence of my being. He said, "You gave your freedom, Master Golathanian, so that I may yet have mine. You too now are an exile of the downside. In all the days which I have left, I never could repay the mercy you have shown me. So, if I cannot do so in this life, then I shall do it in the next." We crossed the land together, and together with the imp, we gained the company of those who saw in him what I did. What's up, Jody? Do you want to go back or not? Appears to be prepared for whatever is to come this night. Though it is not yet dark, she is already in her raiments. Headwind soon joins her, also looking ready. Any sign of Ruki? None as of yet. Complained about chafing at the collar of his mask. Our freedom might be hanging on that collar then. I am certain that it is. They share a laugh together. The three of you exchange glances, but nothing is said, or needs to be said. Soon, Wilfred is to believe. If Wilfred is to believe, one of your companions may regain his or her freedom. Hey, what'd I miss? Am I late? Is it starting? Is it starting yet? Easy, Rookie. We got a little time. It isn't starting yet. How fair you struggle with your mask, Green Tail. Feeling a lot better, thanks. Huh. Just had to smash it repeatedly against the wall for a little bit. Put some of the old nerves to bed there, for good measure. Though, this is really happening, huh? One of us just might be getting out of here. Like, soon. By dawn, in fact. If all goes well. If all goes well. Oh, that's one way to look at it, I guess. What are you getting at, Greentail? Well, it's just, we might be breaking up the band here, people. If one of us gets out, that'd be bugging me a while now. That's been bugging me for a while now. I thought we all were getting out of here at once. He shoots a look at you. Some of us, we might not be getting out of here at all. Headwind slams his fist against the wall. No, not if I can help it. We made a promise to each other, each of us, the four of us. We're all getting out of here. I care about the others too, I do, but we've been here from the start. I want you to know, my promise is to you, and I believe you'll do the same for me. So, it's like this. If any one of us gets out, great, but it's just a start. We're going back to do whatever it takes there, on the other side, to make it so the rest of us can get back too. What? You think they're gonna build a bridge down here if we ask nice or something? I don't know what it's gonna take. I just know we have to try. Jodriel turns to you. Reader, we shall find a way. She nods to reassure you and to reassure herself. Ruki nods his head in turn, and Headwind's gaze never once falters. Well, my friends, I think it's just about time. Let's go. One by one, they turn towards the door. The fall of Solium awaits, a vital step in your quest for freedom. Yea, you feel in your heart that it shall only be the first. Aw, game +1 hope. That's really good because boy did Jody need it. Alright, let's see what Sluggo's got. Hey guys, so just so you're aware and all, I know how you come you're here. I know how come you're here. How come you made it all the way up here? Oh, I know, alright. You're here because I got the lowest prices in all the downside, am I right? And some of the new stuff I got, oh, you're gonna get a lot of value there. An awful lot. Oh boy, that's a lot of Stardust. Consumable item. Unlearn any masteries and choose again. That's actually pretty good. Let's see. This is Faye's new thing. This is that infinite stamina drop. That's pretty good. Prepare to fling the orb. The bear's charge up speed increases. I should be flinging the orb more. Right now, I think I just need more Stardust. Oop. I missed. That is the one downside is I just wish the controller cursor was a little quicker. Alright, let me take the Stardust and then... Alright, let's see. This is a really good talisman. After dousing the adversary's pyre, the bearer's pyre is restored by up to 5? That is very good. Heals our own. Unlearn any masteries, then choose again. Any adversaries take an extra... Let me see what I got equipped. Okay, because Faye needs her new bounce off the object stuff, because that's super cool. Tizo, he's using that. He does the extra damage. I think that's good, because he does less normally. Plus quickness is very good for her. Plus 3 presence. Jody already has the special, her special thing. Casts her aura farther and faster than usual. That is really helpful. Being banished by an adversary, chance to return immediately. That's not necessarily... Maybe the moon drop or extra presence. I think... Okay, let's see. Sir Gilman needs one. Infinite stamina would be good for him. He's not gonna be killing many people mostly, I don't think. But alright, everybody's got one. We don't even have 8 scribes. Am I the 8th scribe? Maybe? Who should I power up? Plus quickness just always seems good. And what's Ruki's again? Yeah, it lingers longer than usual. That's really good too. 260%? That's so good. Let's see. Can I up quickness even more? Plus 5 quickness. That is what's up. Just continually power up her quickness so she's the fastest person in the game. Just break it. That just goes to 6. Maybe I can up Tizo's. It just brings it to 9. That's not gonna do it. I should have upped Tizo's. That would have been smart. Let's see. I think I'm gonna play with Faye, Tizo, and Pamitha again. Oh, but only one who plays in it directly can ascend. So I should like get Ruki there maybe? Because it's definitely not gonna be Sir Gilman. Oh boy. Boring menu stuff. Sorry about this, everyone. I'm gonna hold on to that extra for right now, just until I see whoever goes next. Alright. It's time. Must be a lucky day. Our lucky day here. Or I don't know what, Dad. It's time to commence the liberation rite. So, they only go free if we prevail, right? What if we lose? Yes, though, several of us have another question that's been troubling us. You need but ask. You said that one of us is going to return to the Commonwealth if we defeat the Templars and the rights this night. What happens if we fail? Hedwin, my boy, don't you see? The path to freedom and the path to enlightenment are one and the same. Do you intend to stray from the path? No. Then you have nothing to fear. But let me be much more upfront with you. Should you be defeated by the Templars this night, then one of them shall end up going free instead of one of you. It is as simple as that. What then is to be done? The very same as if we achieve victory. We await our next such opportunity and make the most of it. Tonight, our plan is set in motion. We are united in our cause. We shall look as ever towards the stars for guidance and seize upon our future chances, just as they arise. So look up, my boy, and set aside your doubts. It is time to take great strides along the path. Oh, snap. Apparently this game continues to go whether you lose or win these matches, which is insane to me. I want to win because that feels like the right storyline to me. Yeah. You need but see it through. I don't want to lose it. I might save scum this if I do terribly.
Many years have passed since last the Nightwings gained the summit of the sacred mountain and stood upon the fall of Solium. You are to be commended for your guidance, reader.
Thank you.
But only if you can prevail in this liberation rite.
Is it only one
Here
of the
you
three
stand to gain much more than some
that play?
enlightenment. Your adversaries are none other than the Templars. I trust they need no introduction.
I could actually
Soon,
use one. Did I?
One among
Have I
you
played them yet?
shall regain their freedom.
The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirants is present and prepared. I concur, the pyres burn, and each of the triumvirants is present and prepared. Then, appointed one of the Templars, come forth now and declare yourself, and pay your respects you have unto your adversaries, the Nightwings. Massive demon swaggers into view. He reaches for his mask. You know who I am already. You already know what it is. But look at what we got here. The damned Nightwings decided to show up. Almost figured we were never gonna see the day again. He takes notice of someone in your ranks. Hey, you! He indicates Jodriel. She scoffs back at him. Lose the mask. Ain't seen one of our own in ages. Not on these damned roads. Jodriel's hesitation is almost imperceptible before she moves to remove her mask, just as her adversary asks. Satisfied? Whoa, you must be new. Igni is horny. Jody soon puts her mask back on. Enough talk. Ha, I like you, curly horns. Tell you what, once we put out your lights, you come along with these guys. We're gonna have a spot open. Only shame is I ain't gonna be around to show you a good time. I should rather cut out my tongue. Oh, you don't mean that. Our kind, we ought to stick together. Now, come on. Ignarius throws his mask back on as his allies snarl at the rest of you. Oh man. Oh, they got extra 30 points? Have the Nightwings reached a decision on whose behalf they shall conduct this rite? The lone minstrel gets your attention in his subtle way. Reader, this is it. Your first companion whom you choose shall be anointed to go free this very night if you prevail. The other two in the triumvirate shall lend their aid. As you may know, only the most enlightened in the rites are eligible to go free. Not all among you may be ready yet. Now, Nightwings, I would have your decision. Who's available?
Who most deserves their freedom?
Oh no! Oh, it's 3 of my favies! My favy babies! Why isn't Hedwyn ready? Oh. Yeah, I mean, I agree with Sir Gilman not being ready. And Brookie, I guess. Alright. I don't want to give up Faye or Tizo. I like Jody too. Oh, this is gonna be hard. I'm not sure who I should. I think it's gotta be Jody.
Jodariel.
Me? Why? Then the Great Guardian looks upon you and your adversaries. Very well. Then under the watch of the Scribes, here are the stakes of this eve's liberation rite. Should the Nightwings prevail, the one called Jodariel should be liberated. Should the Tempers prevail, the exiled Ignarius shall go free instead. She then turns to you. Now, who among the Nightwings shall complete your triumvirate to strive alongside Jodariel and see to her return in glory?
Who shall stand with her?
Tizo's my go-to. She can do it? That seems weird. What's his powers again? They regenerate stamina quick. May instantly return banished allies. That could be really helpful for this. Alright, let me see if I can switch him with something. Give him a bit more... something with a bit more presence. Or actually... yeah, let me give him more presence. Alright, Hedwyn, I'm gonna need you in on this. Sounds good. Now, let's bring Jodariel home. And... Tizo or Pamitha? Pamitha's so quick. But Faye's got so much glory, and Tizo's got that great flying ability. Alright, let's see. I think I gotta go with Faye.
Faye!
Me? Oh yes, I will. I will. All right, let's see if this happens at all. I'm so scared, you guys. This one seems like it's gonna be a real match. Now, are you yourself prepared to reach? Aye, Celeste. Then, let us all begin. Night Wings! Been waiting an awful long time to get out of this hole. Try and stop me. All right, I will. I will do my best.
Commence!
Oh no! Sometimes you just gotta be dashed. Oh no! Sometimes I got dashed. Oh no! Oh, that was close. Leaped. Thank you, Faye. Oh, and this song is a jam. Oh no! Oh, whoa, that just sprung so quick. That was so fast. Oh no! There we go. Jody dunks it. All right. Who lights the way for me? Oh, damn. Edwin saves the day. Dash, 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 and leap, leap into victory, Hedwin. Leap into saving your own, to saving your people, as we destroy our others. Oh no! Oh no! I couldn't catch up. No one was there. Alright, I just need one more Jodriel dunk. You good for nothing, Night Wings. Skip out on us for years and years, then show up all of a sudden like you're gonna let somebody out for once. But now we gotta work for it, I guess. Damn it, I used to be the best. At this, at least. But now, this pressure's getting to me. Can't believe it's getting to me. Ah, Moira. I doubt you'd even recognize me anyway. Come on, Night Wings. Let's see you keep this up.
The demon whom you face was once a man, long since tainted by the downside, or rather by his crimes. I suspect his penance is not yet complete. The rite has nearly ended. Ah.
It's only fitting that it should be Jodariel to finish it up. Oh no! Jody! Edwin needs to come save the day.
How fine!
Edwin, her best friend, comes and saves her freedom.
The Night Wings proved their worth.
Oh no!
An outcome which left little room for doubt.
But now I'm gonna miss Jodariel. She was like one of my go-tos.
Thus ends the liberation rite.
So are the only other
And
people
thus,
who are available.
The scribes have chosen
Oh, that's a
the
hard
exile
thing.
appointed by the Nightwings shall be free.
I mean, it's a good gameplay
Absolved
mechanic.
of all misdeeds, return to glory.
I never even learned what her misdeeds were.
Her adversary and all others shall remain to carry out their rightful sentences.
Never even learned what she did wrong. Gah, what a joke. We should have had this. You should have had this. Got all rusty. You've been waiting so damn long. Damn it. Damn it. Night Wings. Be seeing you around, I guess. And next time, you ain't gonna be so lucky. Dude, you can join us. We kinda need a new demon? You wanna be our new demon? Oh, all new robes. After all this time, she turns her gaze towards the rest of you. I never thought this day would come. I have all of you to thank for this. For doing this for me. The life that I recall back in the Commonwealth was, at times, difficult, and I am much older now. I know not what I shall find on my return. However, I know this. If that place still is like the Commonwealth I left so long ago, then I shall strive to make it better for as long as I retain my strength and breath. You see her smile faintly as she disappears into the shimmer pool, though you can still hear her voice, though faintly now. Farewell then, Rita, all of you, for now. Aww.
Godspeed, Captain Jodariel. The eight
Jody.
scribes are ever merciful. By their grace, the cycle of the rites may soon commence again.
I mean, it's going to, for sure. Oh, Faye reached a new level. I feel so overwhelmed. I think because the scribes, I think they speak to me and lift me up whenever I begin to think that I'm going to fall. While sprinting, Faye slows down nearby adversaries, or she jumps and power jumps much farther than usual. She can fling the orb farther, or leaps towards the orb if no one else has it. I think jump. Traitor's flight.
Until the rites begin anew.
Which I feel like will probably be just about now. But man, Jodie really was a great dunker. Did that 30 damage? Oh, I'm gonna miss her. After your victory over the Tempers in the Liberation Rite, you return to your wagon to decide how to proceed from there. I don't know what we're gonna do without her. Or her here. Well, look on the bright side. It's one less mouth to feed. We'll see Jodariel again if we persevere. Our journey's now begun in earnest. We'll just need to make a few last preparations while we're here. About that, Rita, go see for yourself. See what the stars have to say. The night sky over Mount Aladi is much darker than you would have expected. Your thoughts are with Jodariel as you look towards the heavens. I miss her already. She was my cool demon dunker. Is there no... There's gotta be a star in the sky, right? Right? You search and search the sky, but in vain. No stars are shining now. The stars revealed nothing, did they not? You confirm his suspicions. It's as the book foretells. This is the chance we need to make ready for what lies ahead. There's a haven south of here we'll travel to at dawn, and when the stars decide to shine for us again, we'll be ready. Mark my words. Who wants to... It's probably Hedwyn, right? Yeah, man. Dude, me too. You find Hedwyn on his own after Jodariel's liberation. You sense straight away what is on his mind. The two of them were close through much of his life. He looks up at you, but his familiar smile is nowhere to be found. I'm sorry, my friend. I should be in a much better mood right now. It's just... I can't believe she's gone. Then he shakes his head. Listen to me, I'm talking like she's... He falls silent again. You can tell he needs time to some time to himself right now, and turn to leave. Wait, hold on. Don't leave me here just yet. First of all, my friend, thank you. I don't like to think of it quite these terms, but out of all of us, I really hoped she'd manage to get out of here. She's been here the longest. Not to mention, I'd probably be dead 10 times over by now if not for her. What's more, maybe other than Wulfred himself, I have a feeling she's really going to make an impact on this plan of ours, back on the other side. Just the same, though, I am gonna miss her. You and Hedwyn share some memories of Jodariel for a time, though it grows clear to you that he needs some time alone. Thanks again, my friend. I hope that one day all of us can meet again. Jody, she'd be happy on that day, I bet. It is very late now. You part ways after bidding each other a good evening. Oh, it's her throw rug. Let's see where we go to next. Good morning, my kin. The place I noted earlier. Let me illuminate the way. Oh, it's the Moonlight Alcove. We can anticipate the next cycle of rites here. I like that little fallen star in the left side. Wulfred leads all of you into a calm and quiet clearing, tucked away inside one of the mountain's hidden folds. All about, you see a variety of strange items and equipment. See who's inside. Wulfred, what's on your mind? You find Wulfred seemingly lost in thought, but then he turns to you. Greetings, Rita. This wagon and I, we've made many memories together, and I could not help reliving some of them just now. I suppose some aspects of my past may be of relevance to you, given your role. If there is something that you wish to know, you need but ask. Just leave. Just get up and leave. I'm really curious about his sentence. Or why the Nightwings disbanded. But I think I want to know more about Wulfred. You asked Wulfred about his past in the Commonwealth, and how it is he came to be in the downside. How rather forward of you, my kin. Most whom I have met during my travels here have been reluctant to approach this subject of one's history before one's exile. Nonetheless, I am happy to tell you. As a reader, I assume you are familiar with the stamping press. Oh, an illegal invention allowing written materials to be published at an extraordinary rate. Okay, a printing press. I owned and operated one. I took issue with the Commonwealth, the ban on literacy, the interminable wars against the High Wing remnants. I spread the truth about it all with my machine. Under pseudonym, of course. Still, I knew I was putting myself at risk, and sure enough, my stamping press was eventually discovered and burned to the ground. I, however, managed to elude capture for a while, but not long enough. Here, in the downside, I chanced upon the Nightwings, who were searching for a reader. In that respect, my past, I think, is similar to yours. Anyway, that is the long and short of it. Now then, was there anything else? You expressed interest in knowing more on how the Nightwings came to be here, and Wolfred's past connection to the group. I have been connected to the Nightwings almost since the beginning of my days in exile. They found me, in a manner, as I understand, quite like how Hedwin and the others found you. Back then, it was a smaller group than we have now. I joined an exile called Orissa, and another known as Oralek. Once in a while, we let little Tizo stand with us as well. He is rather older than he looks. The other triumvirates we stood against, they feared us. Only the Tempers present any threat to us in any given round. But there was a terrible accident. Orissa, we lost her, and Oralek, he was my friend. He fell from Mount Hodiel. We lost him as well, on the night when he was to be free. We were reckless, hasty, and I was powerless to put a stop to any of it. I blamed the rites themselves, the circumstances that put us into danger. The downside has claimed many lives, yet this, it was too much. I vowed never again to don the mask and raiments. I had the black wagon cleared and buried, such that it could not be used again. If the Nightwings would rise again, it would be under different circumstances, under new leadership, and towards a different purpose. That is all I wish to say of this, my can. How does he know the lone minstrel, Tariq? Tariq was there with the Nightwings when they took me on. His manner has always been much as how you've seen, although he is somewhat more cheerful now than I recall back then, if you can believe that. I think our plan has sparked a little fire in him. He serves the rites and the Nightwings. I have tried to ask him of his past before, but he seems rather reluctant to speak of it. Though, it is plain that he's not from around here. This being the downside, I respect his wishes for some privacy. Nonetheless, although I do not know much of him, I count him as a friend. I lost track of him for some time, though it was he who first informed me that the Nightwings had returned. He and Tizo were instrumental in our meeting. It's been good to see him doing relatively well. Anyway, was there anything else you wish to talk about for now? That's it, man. Bid you a good afternoon. Likewise to you, Rita. Be well. I get sad now every time I see Jody's thrill rug. Oh. Can hold so many memories. Everyone, the amenities are modest here at the Moonlight Alcove, but I suggest that you get comfortable. We may be here for some time. As for myself, I have some business to attend to. Please leave the wagon in my care for now. It shall be ready by when you need it next. From the mountaintop, you can see all across the downside. Its impossible expanse staring back at you. The thought occurs to you that you may never see another land besides me. And so you and your companions wait upon the mountaintop in quiet solitude, anticipating when the cycle of the rats begin to turn again. Then you shall have another opportunity to free one of your own. You may earn back their freedom, one by one. Many moons pass. Then, one evening, May I have a moment, reader? The lone minstrel finds you poring over the Book of Rites, as has been your leaning through your stay at this abode. Begging your pardon, but there is something you may wish to see. Please, follow me. You follow him into the cold night. Look forth, reader. The stars shine like you have never seen. Once more a path towards salvation is revealed, but now, something is different. Seek now the destination. Orus, the Azure Star, Dromar, the Dusk Star, and Gold, the South Star. They all shine bright. They showed you a single path previously, but now several rites avail themselves to you at once. Henceforth, you may choose from several different rites. Choose my path towards salvation. The Azure Star. The Azure Star burns bright over the hulk of Orus. Udmildi is already on her way. The Dust Star burns bright over the spring of Dromur. Lendl is already on his way. Oh, the South Star burns bright over the ridge of Gold. Barker is already on his way. The Dissidents, the Accusers, or the Withdrawn? I think the Accusers were my first match. It's only fitting that they be my next. Down to that scorpion's skull. The stars urge that we go to the spring of Dromur, a long way off. Wolfred, sir, how are we to reach the spring of Dromur in due course of time? You know full well, Tariq. Preparations are complete. You think you see the lone minstrel smile, ever faintly, but you cannot be sure. Please ask the others to gather their belongings, rest, and then assemble at the wagon there at dawn. We shall be departed at that time. As you will, sir. The cycle begins anew, and the years advanced. You'll find there ought to be fewer rites, this time until once more we are to traverse Scribes Gate. Exactly how many, it is difficult to say, but our next chance at liberty ought present itself much sooner than before, so let's be ready for it. Now, then, see you in the morning, Rita. Your companions have not traveled far from Moonlight Alcove. Word of the news spreads throughout the group. Let's continue our journey. The next morning, Wolfrid calls everyone together before the black wagon. This old wagon is more than it appears. Is it going to be a sky wagon? With Bertrude's aid, it escorted you across the sea to me. Now, it shall escort us anywhere the stars require. Come and see. It's going to be a sky wagon, 100%. Billion%. Something has changed about the wagon's interior. Whatever looked before to be old cracks and sign of age, now expose various intricate components once hidden from view. You are the Nightwings. You should travel in their customary way, in the night sky. He turns to you, indicating levers and devices marked with symbols from the book. Now, Rita, whenever you're ready, you may take us up. I'll show you how. And everyone else, hang on to something. Take off. Oh, wrong button. Take off. We are a black wagon that will fly through the sky. I never thought I'd soar like this again. Excited to fly again. Hey, now we're talking. The Nightwings sail the night skies again, wheresoever the stars may call for them. There is one catch. The downside provides few locales suitable for landing. Although, we should be able to find at least a couple landing places near where we're going. Then we'll make way by land or sea towards our destination. Now, without further ado, let us proceed. The black wagon can fly, sail through the skies. Oh, whoa, I can actually, like, I'm actually controlling it myself. That's fun. Let's head down. Ooh, I got a little dash too. Woo! Something about this strange island you see below draws your attention. Best to avert your gaze from the island of Myrrh. Even the scribes themselves thought to avoid this place. Let us fly on. Did I just see another wagon fly in the sky? Sisters, we are under attack. Hold. No, we are merely being mocked. By none other than the Nile Wings. Mock us all you wish. Then, wastrels of the Commonwealth, the sight of you in that utterly outlandish wagon, your mere existence is an affront to the act of flight. Would that my sisters and I could soar tireless and free as we once did, but nay, we must resort to such ignoble means of travel such as you. Now, stay away from us, lest our vengeance should extend beyond your commonwealth and become much more personal in nature. Oh, they actually bashed me. That's not nice. Oh, there's another people. Below, amid the desolation of flagging hands, you see the big birch roots from which you first embarked by sea. You wonder how its venerable proprietor is faring. I'm certain the big birch root must have left a strong impression on you all. She is not easy to forget. I have known her since before my exile, or hers. She's been here a long time. I've sent my agents to repay her for assisting you, and to send her our regards. The old wagon must have been in need for some repairs. Going through a bunch of old places. The spring of Myrrh has always flown forth from the crushed carapace of Biolanthius, the legend of whose demise is a rather sordid tale. Perhaps you have already read it in the book. Not all believe the book exists, of course, nor the greater titans, nor the rites. I have encountered exiles believing that this titan perished quite by accident, rather than by a cunning trap laid for it by Jormor Many-Mane. They took the titan for a common beast. Perhaps the stars shine down upon out-of-the-way locales such as this one to ensure that they alone shall witness the proceedings. Here's the spring of Myrrh. How do I land? Ooh, express an interest in exploring the pools, or quickest route, leaving you with time for your vocations. I think, I think, Sir Gilman, that will just give you some XP, whereas this, I can choose who I give it to. That seems right. You touch down in the heart of Myrrh Valley, where first you face the fate and the dissidents. You briefly wonder where they might be now and how they fare. You join your companions for a routine inspection of the wagon, following its flight. Headwind confirms the wagon's wheels withstood the shift in temperature and still appear to be in reasonable shape. Pamitha managed to calm some of the drive imps prone to dizziness or frenzy at high altitudes. Other than that, everything checks out, and the rest of the crew got through the flight without complaint. You now have little time before having to set forth by land. And I actually think I'm gonna take this time. Ooh, and the Beyonder Crystal. There's lots to do, but I think this is going to do it for this episode of my Pyre playthrough, continuing to do about an hour and a half a day. Yeah, it seems like the pace of this story is really gonna start picking up. And I'm gonna miss Jody forever because she was a dunk master. But yeah, keep watching back. Morgan and I are actually gonna be together doing a live stream of Dream Daddy, probably later tonight, I believe is the plan. So keep a lookout for that. And that will as well be up on the archive of panicheart.com, which is just the link to our YouTube page. So yeah, go subscribe to us on YouTube, like our videos, and just have a good time and watch and listen to me stream Pyre. Have a great one.